So the new Dragon Ball show has released its first show, and it's kind of hard not to think about what else we could have got. We could have seen Ultra Ego Vegeta, Goku trying to master Ultra Instinct, the Moreau arc, the Granola arc, but instead we're getting yet another Kid Goku show.
Thank y'all for taking on this ride with me. Yeah. You know what? Here go 2 more for y'all. Yeah.
Like, I really don't want to be hating on this because it's Toriyama's last series he made for Dragon Ball, and you know, he's the GOAT. But we really had to be going back to Kid Goku for the 3rd time. I get it, the scriptwriters couldn't have made a better storybook ending for Toriyama. He started with Kid Goku and he's ending with Kid Goku. You know, absolute cinema. But it just feels like we're standing still with Dragon Ball. We've already seen Kid Goku in the original series, and on top of that, we've already seen how Goku as an adult would react to becoming a kid in GT. So why are we doing this again? It really seems like this is just going to be another GT. But this time, everyone's gonna be a kid. We're going to see Goku turn into a kid, going to another universe, planet, or whatever it's going to be, and solve some type of problem. What does that sound like? Fucking GT. By the way, I don't know why we're trying to replicate GT of all shows.
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
It's probably the least liked Dragon Ball series out of the 4, and a part of it is because Goku's a kid again. It's not because people don't like Kid Goku, but it just feels like we're going backwards in the story. I think seeing Goku turn back to a kid for an arc would be fine, but the whole show, and now 2 whole shows, is not it by any means. Not only are we going back in terms of age, but we're going back with the story as well. This new show is placed right after the Buu saga, which is before Super. When you make a story about characters in the past that we've already seen how they end up, it immediately takes out a lot of the stakes. And also, with this show, I doubt we're probably gonna see any new forms or something like that. Super also faces this problem, but the difference with Super is the way that Z ended. It left the door open for a lot of new things. Not much information was showed. It was only a couple of episodes, so you have that excuse of maybe things that happened in Super just simply didn't get brought up at that time. But how it is with Daima is if anything really major happens, or if something that would be useful in Super, you just end up with a plot hole, and the timeline will be messed up more than it already is. I mean, technically Super is also placed behind GT, but the Dragon Ball timeline has to be the most fucking confusing thing on this planet. Till this day, I have no idea what's going on. I just shut up and watch the show. On Google, it says that GT is a part of the main timeline, which would make 0 sense, because then why wouldn't Goku have Ultra Instinct or Vegeta have Ultra Ego, or why wouldn't Whis and Beerus be brought up? It does not fit with the GT timeline at all. But if you go to places like Reddit, I see fans saying that GT is canon, but it's just a different timeline. Can someone please, I am on my knees, begging, pleading for someone in the comments just to give me a straight answer. Is it canon or not? Of course it's fucking GT's fault. Everything is GT's fault. My depression comes from the fact that I went from watching greatness in Dragon Ball Z to fucking GT. And now I gotta deal with Dragon Ball DAIMA, Return of the GT shit show. I'm kidding, GT isn't that bad, but it's pretty bad. I'm so conflicted with this new Dragon Ball show, because on one hand, I just wanted to see more episodes of Super. Like, come on guys, it's been 6 years.
What more do you want from me? This is all I got.
On the other hand, this is Toriyama's last series he made before he passed away a couple months ago. That man is a legend, a GOAT. I want his last series to be a hit, but like, come on. We're seriously making a GT remake? I've been crying in this video about how much this show is just GT 2.0, and I haven't been exaggerating this at all. Obviously, it's not the same exact thing, but it kinda is. In GT, Goku turns into a kid because Emperor Pilaf wants Goku out of the way, and how he does that is that he wants to get the Dragon Balls and wish him to be gone. He doesn't do this on purpose, but he ends up wishing for Goku to become a kid. In the new show, we have this character who is the new king of the demon world, and he sees Goku and all his friends defeat Buu. He gets afraid of Goku and his friends' power level, so guess what? He wants them out of his way, so he collects the Dragon Balls and wishes them to become kids. I mean, come on guys. Like,
are you serious right now, bro?
This is literally the same thing with a different coat of paint. I'm sure the rest of the show will be different than GT, but why are we ripping off ideas of your own show? I already said this, but out of every show, why are we ripping off GT? We'll see how the show actually is. It was only the first episode, but I just don't like the concept of the show. Maybe it'll surprise me, but as you guys have been hearing for however long this video is, I'm not too high on this show. I'll definitely watch the whole show because I love Dragon Ball and I'll take any type of Dragon Ball content, but that doesn't mean I will be glazing any Dragon Ball show that comes out. There's a lot of glazers when it comes to Dragon Ball. Those people know who they are. They know.
All right, play off the grid.
We off the grid.